It's almost time to go, Sam. Here. It's a dream catcher. Wear it when you sleep, and I'll keep the nightmares away. I'll always be with you.
Good morning, Sam. Sam, this is Di Hardman. There's a private room set aside for your use. Bridges perk. Take a moment to clean up, wash all that chiralium off, then come to the President's office.
Sam, can you hear me?
For fuck's sake. Isn't anything private anymore?
Oh, no. Except for taking a shower and going to the toilet, that is. I take it you were getting yourself cleaned up. Good. Come to the President's office as soon as you're done. She's waiting for you.
You did well, Sam. Thank you. Bridget may no longer be with us, but her legacy has a chance to live on. Sam, listen to me. America, Reconstructionism, her dream isn't dead.
I don't want to hear it.
This is the face of our new hope. Our new America.
Amelie.
My mother may be gone, but I'm here. And you, Sam? You're here too.
Been 10 years since you saw each other, right? And in all that time, she hasn't aged a day.
He knows why. My body's still on the beach. I don't get to grow older. But you do, Sam. You look good.
So you're serious then about reconnecting everyone and everything?
Someone has to succeed Bridget, Sam. More importantly, someone has to carry on her legacy and see our country rebuilt. Samantha America Strand, our new president. A new beginning for our people, for our nation. Under Amelie's leadership, we'll re-establish the UCA, the United Cities of America. This is how we'll rebuild our country. But we'll need your help to do it, Sam.
No, I'm through with this. I said my goodbyes to all of you when I said them to Bridget.
We never forgot about you, Sam. You ran away. You cut us off.
Amelie put together an expedition. The best of Bridges won. And went west.
I led them past craters in BT territory. I kept them safe while they searched for survivors.
Never once missed a BT. Saw him coming a mile away.
We convinced community after community to join the UCA, and we left behind our own people to help them. It took us 3 years, but we managed to make it all the way to Exmachinagamma City.
All the way to the Pacific. Jesus.
Yeah, but then everything went to hell. The team was wiped out, and Amelie was taken.
Taken?
I'm not being kept in a cell or anything like that. I'm allowed to use their facilities and to speak with you whenever I want. I just can't leave the city.
It's all to safeguard the continued independence of Exmachinagamma City. Well, that's what our keepers are saying, at least. They want the UCA to leave him be. Amelie's their insurance policy in case we don't.
Who are these assholes again?
Homo Demons. Militant separatist group. They run Exmachinagamma City.
I've heard of them. Bunch of terrorists who go around towns killing people and leaving craters.
Right. Nothing's off limits for them. Not even engineering void outs.
You think the suicide that took out Central Knot was one of theirs?
Could be. There are extremists like the demons everywhere, plotting in the shadows. They're decentralized by nature. No one organization to rule them all. Just a common ideology.
I know not everyone shares our vision for the future. If we Americans don't come together again, humanity won't survive. I carried my mother's message to people all across the country. But not everyone was willing to accept it.
More than a few would rather stay isolated. Keep to themselves. Go it alone. Like you, Sam. They think that America can only be rebuilt by force, by men who tell them what to do, who take away their freedom and put them in shackles.
What'd you put on me, huh? You know better than the demons. Just another kind of cult.
They're not shackles, Sam. They're a symbol of our bonds. That's what we need right now. Not to stand apart, but to come together, to form chiral knots and reconnect.
Sam, we want you to go west and finish what Amelie started. The people she left behind have been hard at work, setting up chiral network terminals. But these terminals are still isolated. We need you to bring them online. And for that, you'll need a Cupid. This contains all the necessary security and operations protocols to integrate a terminal into the chiral web. Take the Cupid west, Sam, and reconnect the people of our great nation. And when you get to Edgenot City, find Amelie and bring her home.
After that, I'll take over the presidency and carry on Mother's work to save the country.
This was Bridget's dying wish. This is how we'll move forward.
Please, Sam. We need you.
I'm Sam Porter Bridges now. I'm not a Strand. Hell, I'm not even part of this outfit. You all saw to that. I'm not getting involved with you, or anyone else, ever again.
Wait!
See? It's like I'm not even here. Same as it ever was.
Sam! Sam! Hold on. Stop! Listen to me. America needs you. Both of you.
Yeah, covering the world in cable didn't bring an end to war and suffering. Don't act surprised when it all comes apart if you try to do it again. Round and round it goes. Connect, reconnect, it's not that simple.
All right, Sam. Just take it easy. I get it. You don't have to commit to anything now. Why not get some rest?
Good idea. We all need our sleep. Leave it too long and you're liable to reconnect with the other side. The necessary maintenance has been completed. Various adjustments and fine-tuning for your benefit. You can use it again. For once, it would seem that Dooms and BBs are a good combination. Or perhaps the two of you have something of an affinity for one another.
Sam. Listen. You are Sam Strand.
No, I'm not. Not anymore. My name is Sam Porter Bridges.
It's a funny word, strand. A strand is part of rope or bond, while stranding means being washed up on the shore. And being stranded is when you can't go home. I'm stranded now, Sam. Here on the shore of the Pacific. Thousands of miles away, but our bond still holds. You're free, but we're still connected. Don't tell me we're not. Sam.
Sam, this is Hardman. You were out like a log. Must have been beat. Private rooms come with all the basic amenities. Shower, toilet, etc. Drop in when you need to rest. Inspect your gear, review info, or whatever else. If you have any questions, feel free to ask our staff. But before you do, why not check things out for yourself? See how Bridges operates these days.
All right, ladies and gents, welcome back. I'm your host, CenterStrain01, and of course, this is episode 2. This is going to be one of many parts under episode 2. It is a very, very long episode. Therefore, don't worry, the videos are still going to be pretty long. However, you know, there's still going to be multiple ones. So here is your private room. Obviously, there's many, many different things that you can take a look at. For instance, you can examine these figures here. And the more you go through the story, more things will actually appear here that you can take a look at. You can mess with Sam. He doesn't like that, though. He really doesn't like that. But let's do one more for old time's sake. There is so many different things that you can figure out on your own here as you go through the private room. Lots of cool things to take a look at. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and just kind of take a look around and do everything that it wants us to do so we can learn about it.
Sam, Hartman here. Researcher devoted to uncovering the secrets of the beaches and the Death Stranding, as well as those of dooms and repatriates. The shower in your room was designed with chiral decontamination in mind. Chiral matter can adversely affect hormone secretion and nervous function. There's a correlation between exposure and the development of phobias, as well as in extreme cases, violent and suicidal impulses. Chiralian contamination has even been postulated as a trigger for the onset of dooms. I should add that these showers have another function: the collection of blood, hair, fluids, and other natural waste products. They provide a non-invasive means to monitor your exposure to chiralium and your overall health. And I freely admit a chance to study the unique properties of your physiology, you being a repatriate and all.
All right, looks like he's telling me that he wants me to go over here, so let's check up on BB first.
Sam, this is Deadman. I calibrated your BB based on physiological data we collected from you earlier. It's still just a best guess, though. After you take it out for a spin, we can check if you're in sync and tweak the BB sensitivity as needed.
You okay?
BB looks happy.
You okay?
This case will remove any chiral matter still clinging to your suit. Speaking of suits, blue is for delivery personnel, red for medical, orange for corpse disposal, and black for security.
This is where you can also change parts of your suit, the colors, and anything you have, hats, sunglasses, whatever it is. Right now, we only have access to sunglasses. So let's go ahead and equip the chiral gold that you get for pre-ordering the game. And we're also, instead of black, we're going to do clear. And then hold X to confirm. And there you go.
Hey there. Believe we've met? I oversee delivery operations as well as maintenance and repairs. Nice to have you on board. I'm Mama, in case I didn't mention it before. Those there are strands. Not just used for packing, by the way, but for identification too. Take a closer look and you'll see. See the red there? That's your blood.
Different suits for different delivery type of missions.
With that terminal there, you can browse the bridge's database, which has info on a range of subjects. You don't have clearance for everything, but there's still plenty you might find informative.
This is where you can go into all your data, your tips, so you can figure out how to use all the systems in the game. So we're going to be going through a lot of this. I will explain pretty much all of it as we go along. You have your music player, which we're never going to be playing, obviously, because of copyright stuff. But you can see the list of music that is actually in the game. They actually have some Bring Me the Horizon, which is one of my favorite bands. And that unlocked another tip option here under music player. This is where you can also save and all that stuff. So we're going to go ahead and save here. All right, so we've already done that. Let's go ahead and move on now. I think we've pretty much done everything we needed to do at this point, and it's time to leave the room. But before we do that, let's go ahead and put on our special glasses. Remember, folks, the videos sometimes take quite a long time to process. So if you're not seeing this in HD for whatever reason or in 1440, come back in a little bit and you should be able to see it. It does take some time to process.
Well, have you had a chance to think it over? Chock full of chiralium, but safe for you Dooms guys to wear. That's all you'll need to go forth and reconnect the world. To make us whole again.
I'm a porter. I don't care about connecting anything. Or making knots. But I'll do what I have to help Amelie out.
Listen up, Sam. The terminals Amelie's people built in the towns and cities they passed through on their journey west are called knots. The infrastructure's there, but the Cairo network is offline. Right now, it's only capable of transmitting voice communications. Sometimes wired, sometimes wireless, and a small amount of data. So, unless the necessary data stored on site, our chirograms won't show up. Amelie and the other Bridges members you've seen around the place are grams generated with local data. In case you didn't know. Anyway, all you've got to do is find the knot, connect your Cupid, and bring Chiral Communications online. Once you connect it to the terminal, you'll be able to initiate zero-time massive data transmission with the UCA network. And just like that, you'll reconnect us not only to each other, but to our past. All the lost and fragmented junk data will be compiled and restored, like bringing a dinosaur back to life from a fossil. 4.6 billion years of history on Earth. All the wisdom and knowledge we lost since the Death Stranding will be ours again. And that, my friend, is how we'll beat this thing. Once you establish Chiral Communications, generating grams won't be an issue. You'll also be able to use Chiral printers. Won't be long before we're able to send all kinds of things through the wire.
Except anything original. Or that's got a soul. Nothing real. Just copies.
True. Which is why we'll still need porters like you. Before and after we're made whole, we'll need men in the middle.
No rest for the wicked, huh?
Yeah, well, idle hands and all that. We'll give you the details at the dispatch terminal. Make sure you check it upstairs. Drop's waiting up there too.
These shoes look like they've done some serious miles. Shall I dispose of them?
Wait. Hold on. There's something I want you to look into. My blood seemed to set those things off. Happened more than once.
Set them off? How do you mean?
I don't know. You took my blood, didn't you? You tell me.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Sorry, Lisa. Don't worry. I'll take care of it. I promise you. Baby. Baby. Baby, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Steady.
All right, so here we go. First things first is we need to pick up our order.
Sam, this is Hardman. Your current objective is to extend the Chiral network from here to Port Knot City. But don't think you can make a beeline straight for it. Signal won't carry that far. To cover the distance, we need to utilize knots. Think of it like tying ropes together to make a longer rope. The first of these knots is a Bridges Way station. Go ahead and take a look at the order. Deliver whatever they need, and connect the Cupid.
All right, so we're going to be delivering some smart drugs. And we need to make sure that we get less than 50% damage, but of course we're going for that S rank, so we're going to make sure that we do everything correct, hopefully. We're going to go ahead and listen to the briefing.
The last void out in Central Knot City brought deliveries to a standstill. Until now. Your cargo for this run is a batch of smart drugs. Oxytocin, to be precise. Oxytocin is effective at reducing stress, so much so that some folks call it a love or happy hormone. Once you've completed the job, connect the way station to the network using the Cupid. Sam, order summaries may contain information critical to your success. Make sure to review them before getting underway. Sam, we've supplied you with some rope and a ladder for this run. They should help with the steeper inclines, and the ladder will also make a halfway decent bridge if you need to cross a river. Right now, I figure you're thinking about how you want to handle this order.
All right, so what we're going to do is we've got everything that we actually need now. We're going to be bringing, I guess, 4 ladders, climbing anchor, and smart drugs. We've got boots and 1 pair on us right now. We're going to hit the auto range. Now, what this does, it allows us to have the best possible arrangement of our gear and equipment in order to make sure that we don't fall over or overcome some, or what, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's not all stored on the back. It's kind of more evenly distributed throughout. And I think we're pretty much ready to go.
Order assigned.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Sam, triple checked your loadout, I take it?
Here's our equipment menu. We can use our equipment that we have here, obviously. You also have other type of equipment that you can use, which is like your canteen. That's the only thing that's on this menu so far. We're going to go ahead and set our destination. This is where we're going to be, traveling to. So we're going to be removing all markers. And that way we're good to go. So let me hold down. That removes every marker. And we can start making our destination travel. So this is where we're heading. So first things first is, since we're going to be here, I'm going to go ahead and set a few marker spots. One being here. Then we'll set another one, because we're going to be heading in this direction. So we'll go ahead and set another one out right there. And we are on our way, ladies and gents. Well, that's not good. That means it's going to rain soon.
Have a pleasant journey.
Sam, you see that sign someone left over there? You can leave some of your own if you'd like. Messages, warnings, words of encouragement, whatever comes to mind.
We're always going to be liking things as we go along. We're going to use Watchtower to get a pinpoint idea of where we're at. Kind of like a look to see where we're headed. You can see there's a lot of things to take a look at. You can zoom in and see things around. There's a few things that we can pick up for extra cargo. So we need to head over here. We know where we're going. You can place B2 marker there. That way you actually know where you're going to go. And let's get a move on.
Keep on keeping on.
Hello? Name's Sam.
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
All right, here we go, ladies and gents. Now, so far, I've been copyrighted twice on every video I've done.
Sam, even the best porters have been known to lose their cargo. But you're better than the best. You've got what it takes to finish what they started. If you come across any abandoned shipments, consider taking them to their intended destination.
It's easier than you might think. See, all our packages are tagged with Bridges IDs for easy tracking. And your Odra deck is equipped with a scanner which might detect said ID. Which is a roundabout way of saying that that thing on your shoulder can help you locate mislaid shipments.
Now, if you actually look, tells you that that's Watchtower here, but let's look at the map real quick. And what does this say this is? This is Capital Knot City. We have gear and items right here that need to go to Capital Knot City. So we're going to pick these up. Be careful, obviously, if you do not adjust yourself, stabilize yourself, you could fall. Now notice that we've already picked up 2 extra things. So if we look up these 2, we can actually take them back here and we will get a specific amount of love or likes, however you want to say it. So on our back we got the smart drugs and we got lost cargo, disc-based media, and tableware. You can get a total of max likes 40. You will get half that if you do not take it to a specific location. So there are going to be instances where it's better to backtrack and actually go all the way back to this main area back there and deliver what we just picked up, if you're close enough. However, you don't have to do that. You can actually drop them off at specific locations along your route called post boxes, and then another person will deliver it, but you'll still get about half the likes is what it translates to. So some good and bad depending on what you want to do.
Remember, Sam, every parcel is a promise made to a person in need, and they're counting on you to deliver.
As you can see, I have already picked up quite a few. So if we wanted to, we could head all the way back to where we started and turn in that lost cargo, and we'll get quite a bit of likes and better understanding. Just, it helps us out. But we also have a post box right up here, or a post office, whatever you want to call it, that we can turn it in for half the amount of likes, which is what we're going to do. Make sure that you only pass water when it's in the blue and yellow, never in the red. You want to use something in order to protect yourself, like a ladder. But if it's in the blue or yellow, and as long as you hold down L2 and R2, you should be okay. You can already see that we picked up quite a bit already. And here we go. You can see that there's 2 more up here, but there's also another post box right there as well. So we're going to go ahead and
Anybody hear me?
activate terminal, and we're going to turn this in.
Good work, Sam. I see you brought in some lost cargo. Feel free to submit it here for processing. If you come across any more while out on a run and don't think you can carry it to its destination, you can always put it in storage. It'll be safe and secure until another porter comes along to finish the job. Even if it has to pass through a dozen more hands before it arrives, you can rest easy knowing you did your part.
So what this means is you're entrusting that someone else is going to pick this up and take it to where it needs to, which the destination for all of this was Capital Knot City. As you can see, the predicted likes that we're going to get are 24 for each item. However, we would have gotten 40 if we would have just went back behind us. If you really, really, really want to get into every little nit and gritty of this game, by all means, take it back. You won't get as much doing it the way that I'm showing you right here, but sometimes we'll actually take it back to places to get more. Sometimes you won't. It just depends on what we've got going on in the video. I don't want the videos to be too... I don't want to say too boring, but I don't want to be too, like... I want to give you guys a reason to keep watching, you know, just besides me playing it. So that's at least what we're going to go for. So as you can see, we've got 25 per, so instead of 40, we get 25. So we only lose out 15 likes. Not too bad. You can see we've got more up ahead. And there's also another post box. And you can see that we're heading in the right direction. Nothing too tricky yet, but obviously when you encounter enemies and whatnot, then things are going to start to get a little bit more interesting. Can see it all the way out there. It's up to you what you want to do. You can turn it in to the posts or you can keep going. I'm going to turn it into that post office, but I'm going to try to be a little bit safer about it. It's starting to rain.
Sam, remember that prolonged exposure to timefall damages cargo containers. Don't stay out in the rain any longer than you have to.
Let's hurry up and get this there so we can move on. All right. With that being said, it is time to continue on with our main mission now. We're going to be doing little side things here and there just to make sure that we can level up quick enough to be able to have better bridges and better means of travel. All right, this is where we're going to get out of ladder. Press LT so that you can see where it is, and then press RT to place. Pretty simple, right? And of course, you can leave likes and whatnot, but that is my ladder, so you can't like your own ladder. That makes sense. Some things might not be as easy to climb. You got to kind of just, you know, find your way up. I always hold on to L2 and R2 just to be safe, that I don't fall over or trip over myself. And you don't want to carry too much cargo, or else you won't be able to go. Always know your limits. The more you upgrade your character, the more you're going to be able to carry. We have just left the network, meaning that nothing will show up anymore, no help from outside sources. This is where we're going to need the climbing anchor. And again, you can set it by LT, or excuse me, L2, and then R2. It's going to start raining again, so we need to hurry. All right, we can move on. Slow your roll a little bit. Don't let yourself fall. You can see where we're headed. And again, you just got to press L1 if you want to make sure that it's the right location. Again, as you can see, you can still sprint and run, but you got to remember about the terrain. Make sure that the terrain is allows you to be able to run. Almost lost our balance there. Be careful. I'd say there's not much more that we can actually carry at this point. Maybe one or two more items, and then we won't be able to really... Yeah, I think we're a little... Our limit's reached there. So this is a good opportunity to tell you exactly what we need to do with that. So unfortunately, you got to kind of weigh in your... What's going to be good to carry and what's not. So in my case, I think it's going to be better to... Oh, I don't know. We got to keep the smart jugs, of course. Probably get rid of that one. So unfortunately, we can't take this with us because it's just not going to work. So in order to do that, we're going to go ahead and select it, and then we're going to offload, and then confirm. Now we should be back to being able to have somewhat carrying capacity, and it's not too bad. It looks like it's blue, so that means it's safe to cross. Rebalance yourself. Nothing else we're going to be able to pick up at this moment. Shift your weight. That's why it's always better to usually just go ahead and hold down L2 and R2 so you don't have to worry about that when you run. And we have just about made our first open world delivery outside of the prologue. Now, they're not all going to be this slow. I've explained a lot of things, so in future episodes, there are going to be things that obviously I'm not going to have to explain to you because you're going to know by then.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Cargo verified. Thank you.
And we're going to make our delivery. We will be able to deliver the lost cargo, but you have to do the mission one first.
Delivering cargo.
Thank you. We've all been feeling the loss of Central Knot City. No one seemed to know what it meant for the organization, or the UCA, or us. But the oxytocin will take the edge off, and that'll be a big help. Won't be long before we're back on track. You may have a look. This is great. Thank you again. Yeah, everything looks to be in good order. And soon our way station will be too, I hope.
Order number 4 complete. And it looks like we also got our perfect S ranking. S is for awesome. New title, Prominent Porter. And we've also picked up some miscellaneous stuff, more likes.
You're with the second team, right? Where are the others?
Dead. Caught in the void out.
No way. That one blast got them all? And what, they just sent you out on your own? I mean, if it was just a delivery, that'd be one thing. Porters come through from time to time, but the second team was meant to bring the Cupid. They were going to connect us up. 3 years we've been waiting for help. 3 years. And they sent us one guy. Shit. Tell me you brought more than the Oxy, at least.
I've got the Cupid.
You... Really? So it's true. They finally got it working. Well, then you just might be the answer to my prayers. So what are you waiting for? You put us on the goddamn grid.
So we're now connected to the Chiral network, meaning that all other players that are playing this game on PlayStation, we are going to be able to mix with them and see the ladders and everything that they've put in the world in this area.
Connection to Capital Knot City confirmed. It's really happening. Just like Amelie promised. We can finally do what we came here to do. Hey, you're headed west, right? Gonna be a lot of people happy to see you. Guess you'll keep on till you hit the coast, huh? Which means you'll get to see Amelie in person. Oh, that's something. That is really something. I've never met her. Only seen her holo messages back when I was with the first expedition. Well, anyway, you best be careful on the road. There's some bad people out there. More than good, some say. But I don't need to tell you that.
Thank you, Sam. By bringing that way station into the Cairo network, you've put it in direct contact with those of us back here in Capital Knot City.
Right. What's next?
West of the way station are a couple of structures our previous expedition put in place. And beyond them is your next destination, Port Knot City. It's on the shore of a crater lake that formed after the first void out. Your objective is to link up Port and Capital Knot. But to do that, you'll need to utilize our facilities as additional waypoints. They'll be essential for establishing a stable connection. Given the distance we need to cover, we're looking at using a distribution center and a power station, as to which you should head for first. Start with the distro center. We've got some cargo that needs delivering anyway. Check the nearby delivery terminal to pick it up.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Now we can turn in our lost cargo.
Your hard work's paying off, Sam. Thanks to the increase in network capacity, HQ is now in a position to provide you with additional materials and support. Should prove useful.
Now, this is not its main destination, so we're not going to get as many likes.
Delivering cargo.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and fabricate a post box.
Sam, you can use that PCC to build a post box.
We're just going to do one for now. Auto arrange, always that way to make sure that we're properly balanced. Confirm, and we're good. We're going to take on an order. We're not going to do the main mission order just yet. We're going to construct a post box, so let's listen to the briefing.
Sam, if you're in the middle of a run and decide you need to secure your cargo temporarily or entrust it to another porter, you'll want to make use of a post box. In addition to cargo, post boxes can also be used to share gear and weapons, if you're so inclined. Now, I'm sure you've used them before, but humor me and build one. Maybe between Capital Knot and that way station. If you're lacking a PCC, I'm afraid you'll just have to scrounge it up yourself.
Which we've already actually just fabricated one. And this is going to get us 40 likes. And then once we're done with that, we'll come back and then we'll continue on with the main mission. Actually, yeah, let me make sure. Hold on. I just want this mission right here. There we go. Perfect. Now we need to go down and accept orders. There we go.
To build a post box, you'll need to use a PCC. It goes without saying, but if you're not already carrying a PCC, you'll want to fabricate one.
And we've already done that, so we're good to go. So we're going to go ahead and confirm. It can be a little confusing to get used to the menu system, but it's not too difficult. And again, always do the auto arrange. And it's time to head out.
Order assigned. Sam, assuming you've got your PCC in order, head to the site I designated and build that postbox, would you? You should have no trouble finding it if you check your map and compass from time to time.
It's not too far away, and you can get there pretty easily. Gonna pick up this resin. It's about to rain too, so we gotta be careful.
Sam, I see you've arrived at the designated site. Good. When you're ready to proceed, activate your PCC. Use it to build a postbox within the area I specified. Good work, Sam. That's a fine-looking postbox. If you access it and select Share Locker, you can share cargo and equipment with your fellow porters. Deposit a ladder and a climbing anchor, and I'm sure someone will eventually come along who could use it. If you've got enough supplies, why not leave some behind? Do right by others, they'll do right by you.
Be careful, we're holding down because we're in the yellow. But if you let your grip go too low, then you might accidentally end up falling. There's a lot that you have to kind of keep an eye out for. Rebuild some stamina there. And we can see that someone had placed an even easier method of getting to our main objective here. So let's give it a shot. Now, I wouldn't necessarily that's an easier way to get up there. I mean, you could have went around, but maybe it's slightly quicker. And I am seeing two things right here. What are they? They actually belong to the way station. So that means let's go ahead and pick them up and turn them in and get some more rewards. And it looks like somebody left a watchtower right there. That's awesome. That's going to come in handy. How far down is this right here? I don't want to get injured for any reason, so need to be careful. There we go. We're all right. We're all right. We're all right. We did take a little bit of damage, but we've got no mission critical things with us right now, so should be okay. No reason to grab the rope there, since you can get up right here. We're moving a little bit slower because we have a lot of weight on us. So let's go ahead and head back to the way station. You want to make sure that when you do these side things that you don't have regular gear on you, because if you do, you can accidentally trip, fall, damage your main mission equipment, and then you won't be able to get your S ranking, of course. So always be careful. Like I said earlier, this game is not going to be for everybody. Some people may find this type of gameplay really boring, but I find it challenging. I find it unique. There are no other games that are like this.
Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified.
And to me, that's just really interesting. So we're going to go ahead and deliver this cargo. We have 2 things to return.
Delivering cargo.
I'm so glad you're here. Gotta say, you truly are incredible. All right then. Thanks for everything.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
All right, ladies and gents, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys are enjoying. Next up, we're going to be moving to our next location. There are a few more cutscenes coming up, so you're going to get some more good story, and we have some enemies to encounter. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Thanks again for watching. I've been your host, CenterStrain01, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.